Attention passionate Seattle, SEAHAWKS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle, SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the Seahawks this offseason, you know there's been a lot of talk about the team's approach to the interior offensive line. And honestly, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. The Seahawks, after a promising 2023 season that saw them surpass expectations and make a real run in the NFC, have been somewhat quiet in free agency when it comes to beefing up that crucial part of their roster. They've kept the core intact, relied on their young players, and brought in Gray Zabel, the promising first-round pick, to add some youth and potential. But many fans, including myself, felt that the team needed a veteran presence to bolster that line, to bring stability and experience to protect Geno Smith and open lanes for their talented running backs and receivers. Well, it looks like the front office has finally heard their fans, and the wait is over. According to NFL insider Ian Rappaport, the Seahawks are about to make a significant move. They're signing Shane Lemia, a veteran guard with an interesting background, to their practice squad. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, another veteran, just another body, right? But this one is different. Lemia has been around the league, and even though his career hasn't been filled with Pro Bowl appearances or highlight reel moments, he's shown grit, resilience, and the kind of veteran savvy that can be invaluable in a pinch. Lemia, who's 28 years old, spent last season with the New Orleans Saints, where he started 4 games. That might not sound like a lot, but for a player who's been fighting for a roster spot, it's a sign that he can be reliable when called upon. His total of 16 starts in the league shows he's got the experience, and more importantly, he's proven he can hold his own against some of the best defensive linemen in the NFL. Now, here's an interesting twist in his story. Many Seahawks fans might remember that Lemia's most notable appearance against Seattle was in Week 13 of the 2020 season, when the Giants pulled off a surprising 17-12 upset over the Seahawks. That game might not be remembered fondly by many Seahawks fans, but it's a reminder that Lemia has faced tough competition and has been tested at the highest level. And in a league where chemistry and veteran leadership matter so much, having someone like Lemia on the practice squad could be a crucial piece for the Seahawks' offensive line, especially as they prepare for a grueling stretch of games. What does this move really mean for Seattle? Well, first, it signals that the Seahawks are finally addressing a position that's been a question mark all offseason. They're bringing in someone who's been through the battles, who understands what it takes to line up against top-tier defenses. Whether as a rotational piece or someone who can step in due to injury or performance issues, Lemia's presence provides a layer of veteran depth that the team desperately needs. And let's not forget, the Seahawks have been building this team with a strategic eye on the future. They've got Geno Smith leading the offense again, and with a solid core of young talent, including their promising draft picks and playmakers, they want to make sure the protection up front is reliable. The addition of Lemia could be the missing piece that helps solidify that line and keep Geno upright, especially during those critical moments late in games when every second counts. Looking at the bigger picture, this move also shows that Seattle's front office is willing to be patient but strategic. They didn't rush into signing a big-name veteran during free agency, preferring to evaluate their options and develop their young players. But now, with the season approaching, they've identified a veteran who can step in and contribute immediately. It's a smart move, adding experience without overcommitting financially or blocking their long-term development plans. For the fans, this signing brings a sense of reassurance. It's a sign that the Seahawks are serious about contending, that they're aware of the challenges ahead, especially in a division as competitive as the NFC West. The Rams, 49ers, and Cardinals all have their own strengths, and Seattle needs to be at full strength, especially on the offensive line. Having a veteran like Lemia, who has seen the league from both sides, playing with the Giants and Saints, means the team is adding someone who understands what it takes to succeed in tough situations. Now, I want to take a moment to reflect on the importance of this position. The guard spot is often underrated, but it's the foundation of the offensive line. Good guard play can open up running lanes for Kenneth Walker III and Zach Charbonnet, while also providing the necessary protection for Geno Smith to throw those deep bombs and quick passes that have become a staple of Seattle's offense. An experienced interior lineman can also help in communication, making sure everyone's on the same page, especially in high-pressure moments or against complex defensive schemes. And let's not forget the potential impact on the locker room. Veterans like Lemia bring leadership and a professional work ethic that can influence younger players, fostering a culture of accountability and resilience. This is especially important as they aim to build on their recent success and push deeper into the playoffs. The Seahawks have shown that they're not afraid to make strategic moves, and this signing is just another example of their calculated approach to building a winning team. Of course, there's still a lot to see as training camp progresses and the regular season looms closer. Will Lemia be a starter? Probably not initially, but his experience makes him a valuable asset in the rotation, and he could very well earn a significant role as the season unfolds. The coaching staff will need to evaluate his performance, his chemistry with the rest of the line, and how quickly he can pick up the Seahawks' blocking schemes. But one thing is for sure, this move sends a message. It says that Seattle is serious about improving their offensive line, that they're willing to bring in veteran depth to protect their franchise quarterback and to keep the offense moving smoothly. It also demonstrates that they're not content with just patching things up. They want to be better, stronger, and more resilient. Fans, I know many of you have been anxiously waiting for a big move, and here it is. The Seahawks are finally signing a veteran guard, Shane Lemia, and this could be a turning point in their quest for a deep playoff run. It's a move that might not make headlines nationwide, but for us, die-hard Seahawks supporters, it's a sign of the front office's commitment to excellence and their dedication to making this team the best it can be. So, as we gear up for the upcoming season, keep your eyes on the offensive line. Watch how Lemia integrates into the team, how he performs in training camp, and ultimately, how he contributes to the Seahawks' success on the field. This signing is about more than just adding depth. It's about making a statement that Seattle is ready to fight for another Super Bowl appearance, and they're doing it with a veteran who's proven he can step up when it matters most. And now, Seattle Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this signing? Do you think Shane Lemia can be a key piece for the offensive line? Are you optimistic about the team's chances this season with this addition? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Seattle Seahawks news. Thanks for being with me today, and as always, go Hawks.